sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namami buddhaṃ gunasāgarantam sattā sadā hontu sukhi avera. Kāyo dinuñño sakalo dugando gacchanti sabbe maranam ahañca. Namami dhammam sugatena desitam sattā sadā hontu sukhi avera. Kāyo nigunño sakalo dugando gacchanti sabbe maranam ahañca. Namami sangham jinaraja savakam sattā sadā hontu sukhi avera. Kāyo digunño sakalo dugando gacchanti sabbe maranam ahañca. So dear Dhamma friends, we continue our breathing meditation technique. So in the beginning, keep focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Let your inhalation, exhalation happen itself. So in the first level, recognize the inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. Don't try to make anything happen, or don't try to think and to bring the thought out of your breathing. And when the inhalation, exhalation happen, there is no struggle in your body to accept it. Observe it very carefully. Head to toes, your entire body get nourished through the inhalation, exhalation. So observe it very carefully. So as example, when the drop of water fell down to the ground, the earth does not struggling to absorb it. The same way, when the inhalation or the exhalation happens, your body not struggling to accept that. So observe that nature very carefully. And when you observe, if the mind is too lazy, soft, bring the effort to that. And if the mind is too busy, calm down your mind. And keep the balance with your effort and observe the inhalation, exhalation. And then you will see the beginning of the inhalation, the middle of the inhalation and the end of the inhalation. The beginning, the middle and the end of the exhalation. So beginning to end, knowingly this is inhalation, this is beginning, this is middle, this is end. Knowingly observe. You don't do anything, you don't try to make anything happen, and you don't have any wishes, just observe. So the third step, then you will see more details within the inhalation and exhalation. Some inhalation become longer, some inhalation become shorter, some inhalation become heavy, some become soft. So each and every inhalation and exhalation has its own different nature. observe it. When you observe in that very moment, recognize it. And that will help you to calm down your mind and make it your sharp your consciousness. That calmness and that sharpness is very important, because if you are not calm, even you are sharp, you make mistake. So you have to develop the both when you observe the inhalation, calmness and sharpness. Remember that. Always you observe yourself. Are you calm and are you sharp? Where are your consciousness? What you observing? Always watch yourself. That called sati. If you don't observe yourself, if you allow your mind to go wherever it wants, then sometimes you go to some kind of dreaming state. That is not meditation. So that is why knowingly you have to observe, knowingly this is inhalation, this is exhalation, and knowingly you are observing it. And then whatever the sound, the smell, the sensation, the pain, thought, whatever arises inside you, and see how it is moment by moment change, same like the inhalation, exhalation. So the rhythm of the inhalation, exhalation is the rhythm of your life. And rhythm of the inhalation, exhalation is the rhythm of the entire universe. Rising exists for a moment and disappearing. So try to observe it within your own body and see how the inhalation, exhalation happening, and according to that how your body changing and accepting it step moment by moment. And don't hold it to anything you experience in that very moment. You know you are experience and keep move forward with the next experience. So let go the collective mind and observe deeply, step by step, and see how the moment by moment you experience something new. And when you recognize that change, the mind itself drop the struggle regarding the future. And that is where you feel you find the peace. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Supateva, or be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this evening to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this evening with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing your inhalation and exhalation. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. And relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbow. Relax your forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. And relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your whole abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light. through entire this compound, this village, this city, this state, this country, this world, this universe. And as far as we can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding ourselves like this. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward to all 6 directions at once. Bring the awareness to your body. And focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And deeply inhale, exhale 3 times and try to find the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Focus your mind to inhalation, exhalation and observe. So let go your old thoughts. Don't try to keep thinking yourself. Learn to observe. Keep focus your mind to inhalation, exhalation. observe the change within the inhalation exhalation and see how the body follows the inhalation exhalation.
this outside, please?
Yeah. So, dear Dhamma friends, when you practice meditation, you need to get the good result. So, if you don't get a good result, there are two reasons. Maybe you don't practice right, maybe I don't teach the right. So always you have, that's why it's 50-50. You have to always, when you are, if you don't feel the good, if you don't feel right, if you don't feel comfortable, you have to ask. And when you practice, if you don't feel that you feel the techniques working inside, you have to ask. Otherwise we don't know. So especially when we practice with the group class, and we cannot interview person to person, and we cannot keep the time for personally for each other. So it is up to you then, find a time, and can you close the window? So it's up to you to find the time and somehow see that what is the where you feel that not comfortable, or if there is a doubt, or if you don't understand the technique, you have to ask. Otherwise you meditate your doubt, you meditate your uncomfort. That is not good. So remember that. And as a human, when we come to this world, the very purpose of the human life is developing our consciousness. So each day you have to see yourself, are you developing your consciousness? Are you doing certain bodily, verbally and mentally action to develop your understanding? If you don't do that, if you don't feel like that, remember, that is, then you go out of the purpose in your life. So it is not I do this, I do that. No, every day you have to look, are you becoming a better person inside you? So that is important. Then yourself you can see. So when you going to become a better person, that always you start to see that your own mistakes. That is a good sign for you that you going in the right path. You start to see your own mistakes. And then you start to recognize how to develop your life in which way. So as example, then you recognize, so I have this mistake, I want to give up that, I want to become like this, I want to become like, mentally you start to get the image yourself. So that is a good sign yourself, are you going in the right way. And at the same time, then slowly you start to see there are other people better than you. You know, there are some other people better than you. In the history, you start to see there are people better than you. That is a good sign for you. You are in the right path. Otherwise, wherever you go, you always think, oh, I am the best, I am the best, I am the best. That is not good sign. Remember that. That is not a good sign. So, this thing you have, when you that is why when you observe your mind, when you think little bit, you start to recognize these things. And if you have a purpose to become a good person, develop your life in a right way. So that understanding itself help you to have an open mind. It's kind of like the seed. When the seed wanna become a tree, that is the important thing. That is the beginning point. But if the tree, if the inside the seed doesn't want to come out, you put the water, you put the soil, and you do many kind of things. But if the seed inside itself, neutral, it doesn't work. There are some seeds like that. When you put in the ground, it's not all the seeds going to bring the plant, become plants. There are some empty. So like that, inside us also sometimes, when it is neutral inside, when there is no effort, it doesn't matter how many things around us, how many facilities around us, we doesn't take advantage out of that. And how many people tell and push us to the path, it doesn't work. So then remember yourself, be very careful. This human life is so important, and it is very rare, and it take only 1 millisecond to disappear. If you look very carefully, it take only 1 millisecond. You cannot reverse that. It's gone, it's gone. You cannot anywhere find it anymore. You can just look the empty sky and think, somewhere, it may exist. Who knows? But in this very moment, you experience this everything. So then what is the value that bringing to your own experience? That is the important, not that, this, that, no. What you bring to yourself, that what you experience, what is the value you bring? If you in this very moment suffering out of your own experience, idatappati, then naturally what is happening, your future going to become a struggle. Your future going to become your future going to become a struggle. Idatappati. In this very moment, if you struggle, then it doesn't matter, maybe the future, people can say good, nice, beautiful. Your future going to become. That is the mistake that most of time we do. Thinking about future, listening to others, thinking about the future, we suffering in this very moment. Out of suffering, this struggle, and you will never get what is the right. So then some people ask, then how the Buddha struggled and the Prince Siddhartha struggled and became the Buddha? That is why he struggled and he became a Buddha. Then after he became a Buddha, why you struggle? purpose of becoming a Buddha, you struggle for others. You know. So then it's already tested. You know. Now it is your responsibility when you hear, this is what the Buddha said, accept it. Don't try to argue or don't try to pick something or don't try to add to something. No, you cannot do that. Don't try to take anything away from that and put something new. No, you cannot edit that. you know, that is the masterpiece of the knowledge. huh? That is it. You know. So then, even your parents sometimes, and that the whatever the experience that they went through, and sometimes about the life what they told, and today you understand, and maybe even they didn't tell anything, but you have seen through their life, and today you understand it, what is that, that their life, that their expression, what does that mean today? And so then yourself remember, and wherever you go, and already, there were people in the history, better than you. So then whatever come to your mind, whatever the ideas come to your mind, and then remember yourself. It's not going to, just oh, this is only me, this is only me, this is only for myself, this is my idea. No, there are a lot of people like that. So then yourself, if you keep the open mind, that is the very important thing. But if you don't want to become a better person, if you don't want to, uplift your consciousness, you're not going to have an open mind. When you don't have an open mind, you're not going to listen. You will listen, but inside, no. You have your own idea, you set up for that. You just keep listening, you're pretending like you listening. But the listening really, what, you drop your idea, your experience inside, and you accept it. What is this outside saying? That is the beginning point of the start, you coming out of the seed. So that is where you come out through the the ground and becoming a tree. So then remember, don't stuck with your own idea. Always yourself, and becoming a better person. Then listen to yourself and look yourself and see where your mind, and always look the outside world. Don't afraid to look. Look the outside and see that with that outside and how that your experience work. And one day the group of monks came to Buddha and told, Venerable Sir, we are planning to go to certain village to practice meditation. Maybe if the place is good, we're going to stay there. And then the Buddha said, before you leave, did you inform to the Venerable Sariputta, his senior disciple? They told, no, we didn't inform to him. So then the Buddha said, you can go, but before you leave, just go to the Venerable Sariputta and inform that you're going to leave. And then in the temples there is a tradition, wherever you go, you inform to someone. You inform to someone. Even during the rainy season, if there is no one in the temple, You just go, to the in front of the door and you say loudly to the nature, I'm leaving today. Ah, you know, it's like Mr. Thomas told me when I told about it, and in the election day when the poll opened, that the person who in charge of the place, and when he opened the place, even no one there, he go loudly, he say it's open. Huh? Even no one there, he should tell it by words. So like that, when you go out, you should tell. So it's and yourself remember sometimes, oh, this is this is my life. Why are you have to tell to someone? No, it's not like that. And maybe we go out and who knows what will happen. And if something happen, and nobody knows. And of course you have a personal life, but always remember, inform to someone. That is from the ancient time. That is one tradition that people used to keep. And it make everybody comfortable in case something happen, good or bad. And it very easy to recover them. So somehow then they went to the Venerable Sariputta and told, Venerable Sir, we a group of monks that we planning to visit that village. If the place is good, we going to be there for a while. And then the Venerable Sariputta asked, that is a good idea. But the thing is, when you go there, if someone come, like other religious, people, Brahman or whoever, in that area, maybe people can come and ask, oh, who is your teacher? What he teach? What is the philosophy of his teaching? If somebody asks, do you know how to explain? And then there was silence. There was silence. And then Venerable Sariputta told, if you don't know, don't go. If you don't know give that answer to that question, if someone come to you and say, ask a question, who is your teacher, what he taught, and what is the philosophy behind, and if you can explain, you can go, but if you cannot explain, don't go. So then you go somewhere and you tell, oh, I practice meditation. I practice meditation. And then they ask question, what kind of meditation you practice? And how the meditation take you to the, what is the meditation meaning? How can it affect for your life? If they ask like that question, if you cannot explain, if you cannot explain, don't tell that you practice meditation. Don't practice that kind of meditation. Don't tell to anybody you practice meditation. And there was this incident happened that the yoga teacher training in a course close by. And they invited for a person, woman, to teach the meditation. And she asked one by one, and have you ever practiced meditation? Then one lady come here and she told, yeah, I practice meditation. And she asked, yeah. And then she mentioned about this place. And luckily that teacher also used to come here and learn the meditation. Huh? And she told, oh, if you go there, then because I also went there and learned. Now they teach, it's good. Hmm? Because if you become very clear, then it's good. Hmm? But if you, that's why I've been in the beginning. I told you, if you're not clear, then remember you have to be clear. You have right to be clear. Hmm? So then the Venerable Sariputta explained, what the Buddha's teaching. So the first thing that he told, the Buddha's teach, what the Buddha teach always, what is behind this all the practice, not to attach to the form, not the whole the form as me, not to attach to the form. No, that is one thing that you have to always remember. Oh, I practice meditation, I practice meditation. No. Behind this practicing meditation, it take you to certain understanding to recognize the change. When you recognize the change, the first thing that disappear in the form, then the mentally you don't have a form. So that when it comes to the form through the eyes, we always have we have memories with the form. Forms that whatever we see, we as pictures, as colors, we have memories with that. And even the sound also have a form. What kind of form that sound can bring to you? Like when you hear angry voice, then you feel like you can imagine an angry person. See, that voice has a image. Smell has a form, can create a form. Like when a nice smell come, there is a picture inside you. It can create a picture inside you, project inside you, something nice. And when the bad smell come, is this, the inside your mind projects something, ugly picture. So the smell also has an effect, can make forms. And the taste also the same. The taste has power to create an image inside you, form. Sensation also the same. Sensation also has the power to make an image inside. And the thought itself, has power to create forms. So, but the thing is, in the very beginning level of this, creation, what is happening? We attach, I like this, I don't like this. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you yourself bound to, not what the world, but what inside you already bound. Oh, I like this, I don't like this. But as example, someone can say, I like this flower. It's nothing to do with the flower. Because you can say you like this flower and someone else say, I don't like this flower. It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do, it's within himself. So the same thing then when you come with the idea, oh, I like this, I like that, so then remember, it is not really whatever the outside thing, that is your inside projection. So no, don't get attached to that. That is what the Buddha teaching. And don't develop that. Don't increase that. The pressure inside you holding. Oh, I think this. I like this. I like this. No, don't develop that. The same food. So maybe you like it, and maybe someone else say I don't like it. So then, when you like, remember, always remember, it's nothing to do with the food. It is you. It's nothing to do with the food. That is why someone else don't like it. Okay? And then, when someone else say I don't like this food, don't get nothing to do with the food. It's with him. So even in the world is anything. But the thing is this: we are struggling. We're struggling with the outside world to make things happen the way we want to make other people happy. But it's not going to work. You cannot do that. So then yourself, when you recognize that and drop the struggle inside you, that is where you going to be rest. That doesn't mean you're not going to live anymore. No, you live, but there is no struggle to make things happen the way you want. You're going to accept things as it is. But it is very hard. And maybe you can say that is, it's very boring. Of course. It's very boring. Why? Because we addicted to the struggle. That is why. We addicted to the struggle. That is why you feel it kind of like a boring. So that's why that I have a friend, and he was talking with me, and he always drink, Friday night. And I told him, you have to stop this, this like that. And then one day he went to out with the friends, and he didn't drink, and everybody asked him, "Are you depressed?" Because you don't drink. People, when they depressed, people drink. And when you get into that society, if you don't drink, they think you are depressed. So like that, when we are addicted to the struggle, when someone not the struggle, we think it is boring. That is why even ourselves we feel kind of like that. But remember, at least when you inside deeper understand the method and the pattern, how this work, you slowly, the mentally you drop the struggle. That is where you become wise. Because struggling, your life is more enough than me, and you have more experience than me. In your personal life, you will recognize through struggle, you cannot fix anything. You cannot fix anything. So then inside you remember. And even yourself, when there is a desire arise, the first thing you should do, drop the struggle. Let it be. Don't try to fight with the world and to make that thing happen. And also, when someone else next to you, whoever have a struggle and doing a struggle with something, have compassion and don't go against with anything. Just accept. Why? Because that person don't know it is him or her, and they always thinking it is outside. So then once you understand this method, You have to be very careful. You have to be very, very calm. Why? Because if you address to the wrong reason, that is what called ignorance. That is what called ignorance. So, as example, there is food you're going to eat, and then someone else say, I don't like this. And then you get upset with that person maybe. Why? Because you don't like my food. No, it is because you like something and someone else likes something else. That is why the world is like this. Otherwise we all eat the same thing. That is where the real boring comes. We wear the same thing, we do the same thing, we talk the same thing. So then, we have to, respect to the other people, others, opinion. And remember, it is not the outside, it is inside. That is what the Buddha mentioned. That is what the Buddha's teaching take you, not to struggle with the whatever the forms that we have with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and the mind. At least learn to accept. Like, can you accept the people? Can you accept the situation like the weather we accept? Can you accept the situation like the sky you accept? Can you accept the situations like the earth? Accept the things. Whatever the dirt that you put to the earth, no struggle. It's it. Or anything just you put, see how the earth, everything take. So the ocean, can you accept like the ocean? All the people, garbage, everything they throw to the ocean. Can you become kind of like that? And see the wind, how equal it is. See that my inhalation, your inhalation, and everybody inhalation. See, the pressure is the same. The inhalation, that the breathing, the air, the pressure is not going to go to someone. This person like this. No, there is no color or the caste or the So then remember, can you even for a moment, for 1 hour in a day, can you just be like that? Without any kind of self-view, can you become neutral and just accept the things around you? It doesn't matter good or bad. And whatever you throw it to this ground, it accepts the same way. So just remember that. Remember in yourself, and always get the example from this nature. Because why? Because you are a child from the nature. That is the important thing. You should have this nature by birth. Because this nature is you get nourished from this nature. So then you should have that nature. When you have that nature, really connect to that, that is the dharma that you get. But the thing is this, we get nourished from this nature, and we became, human from this nature, but after that we disconnect. Anymore, we don't think. We separate and we make different boundaries and thinking, this is my life, this is your life, keep my space, mind your own business. So we separate. The first separation happening, we separate from our parents. We separate from the relatives, friends and families. We not separate from the outside. The separation start from the inside the home. Look, outside is nothing to separate. The neighbors, nobody, come close to you. When you're dinner table, you separate yourself from your own people. That is the point that you have to recognize. And you separate in the same house. You separate. This is my bedroom. Don't come. No, anyone, neighbors or the outside people going to come. If they come, you give it. But your own, the people, you don't give it. Just tell to your children, son or the daughter, we have a visitor. Can you give your bed? Yeah. They will give. But for you, no. They not, no, it is mine. It's a separation start from the inside, now in a deeper level. Always remember, get connected to the nature, and look for that. Like like when the internet, the connection drop, and when you try to look, search. It's so, searching. So when you drop the connection, search, then you will get it. But we don't search.
Yeah.
We drop, we lost. Search. You will find it back. You feel you feel lonely, you feel lost, and you have everyone around you, but you feel like that one. Then, if you start to search, you will see. So then remember, the Buddha's teaching is not to attach to the form. And the second one, not to attach to the feelings. Out of the forms, we get the feelings. Rupa, Vedana. Vedana means the feelings. Good feeling, and we always try to go towards the good feelings, and we try to stay away from the bad feelings. This both struggle. This both struggle. So the feelings arise, and you cannot put a label to the feelings. In according to the necessary conditions, it arises, and when the conditions disappear, the feelings disappear. So then, don't get attached to the feeling. That is what the Buddha teaching. So when you recognize the change, anymore your mind not going to attach to that. So this meditation or all the teaching take you to certain level, to yourself, to understand your own feelings always changing. When you have that knowledge, you're not going to become so crazy for your own feelings. Another thing is, you're not going to mention your own feelings as you, like self, But today, we are so, attached to our own feelings, and we running here and there to, satisfy that feelings, thinking this is me. But the feelings nothing to do with you. According to the necessary conditions, it arises, and within a second it disappears. So the Buddha's teaching take you to a place not to attach to the feeling. And the third one is the perception through our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. We are so crazy, to go towards, oh, this is nice, this is good. We are so attached to the outside. Always we looking something, we follow something to satisfy it with the information. Always you want to know something. Just, you can practice yourself in a few minutes per day. Don't do anything. Just some few minutes. Just be completely neutral. Don't do any, even it is not meditation. Don't do meditation. No, it's nothing to do. Just, shut down all the action and just be neutral and see. And sometimes you get depressed. Huh? It is very difficult to do. Why? Because you want to do something. There is a current inside you, you want to do something. No, in life not like that. There is nothing, in life, no. Why what is the wrong that you don't do anything and just, stay a little bit. So wherever you go, you want to do something. At least you want to see something, or hear something, smell something, or taste something, or touch something, or think something. Why? You have done so far, from the birth to now, you have done a lot of, activities. What happened to you? Nothing. Huh? Why that? This craving inside. Why you want to, just have a few minutes, don't do anything, and experience, that silence inside. Then you will recognize this body naturally. There is a current. Keep moving, that get into the perception. Always need something. And even you close your eyes to practice meditation, even inside the eyes, you want to see the breathing sometimes. No. Even you close the ears and still you want to hear something. When there is not any sound and completely silence, then you get upset. What happened? No any sound. No. Experience in if there is nothing to do when they come for you to nothing, be happy. Be happy. But when there is nothing to do, people get upset. When you go anywhere, if you ask, is there anything I can do? If we say, no, it's then sometimes people get, and then I say, okay, take these cushions and put there. They become so happy. And they go and, within 5 minutes, and they do, and then and come and ask, what else I can do? To go there and take that chairs to this side. Then the next person come and when the person, is there anything I can take that cushion and put it here? Otherwise they get, some kind of like, they think, oh, we rejected, oh, they don't tell anything to us. No, because they cannot recognize. No, just be, being here is the important thing. Just be relaxed. No, because they want to do something, because otherwise they get, kind of like, depressing side. No, be silent. In at home, when there is a time come for you to, not to do anything. You have done everything and complete everything for the day, and just few minutes and sit. Even don't watch TV. And people, when there is nothing to do, what they do? They watch TV, and that means they do something again. No, then don't do anything. Completely within your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and the mind. Shut down even the mind. Don't think anything, and try to experience. You will feel the bliss of the life. Because you have power within you as a human. You don't need any outside, things, And there are now bliss pills, pills. Bring the pill, pills. The name is bliss. Like memory plus. So that is how the life go. Now everything, people get addicted to the pills. They don't believe themselves. Everything fills now. You know. So, and the third one, the fourth one, mental formation. Not to attach to the mental formations. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara. Sankara means mental formation, thoughts. The beginning of the thoughts called mental formation, because it's kind of like a pattern. Anything, in your, like when something come to our mind, we just give kind of like that so much attention to that. Oh, there is something came to my mind. No, no, no. That is the nature of the mind.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the thunder, the lightning in the sky. When the necessary, the air pressure comes, the lights, it's like that. But sometimes when a thought come to your mind and you don't want to give up it. That is the attachment that you have your own thoughts. And then you keep thinking, that is where you start to create a pattern with the thoughts, and then it's going to become, and you keep thinking, the mind then start to bring more thoughts following that. And and it takes maybe many years to recognize that thought is wrong. And sometimes look, some people and when they see like that, and maybe somewhere the mall or the gas station, or somewhere in the market, in the club, you see someone and smile, and then you recognize, you think, oh, this is my soulmate. Then you dating and get married after all the struggle, you cannot escape from that, and then you recognize, this is the worst thing happened in my life. It's nothing to do with the karma, because you attach to your own thoughts. You don't want to give up when a thought come to your mind. But in the first day when you saw that, if you don't think about it, then you are not suffering today. Huh? So then remember, when thoughts come to your mind, don't think, oh, it is a kind of like special, it's keep coming to me. It's kind of like psychic, kind of like aliens giving thoughts to you. No, that is the nature of the mind. Put any seed to this ground, even you don't put any seed, the ground, there are some weeds start to come. Huh? So that is the nature. So the mind also the same. That is where you become disciplined with the mind. Only then you recognize, oh no, all the thoughts not important. That is where you become powerful to select and recognize, I want to get like this, I want to become like this, I want to do like this. That is where other thoughts start to disappear. But otherwise, if you clinging to your own thought always, whatever the thoughts come, then you cannot give up anything. You struggle. So don't get attached to your own mental formation. That is what the Buddha is teaching. But we so attached to our own mind, thinking this is me. No, that is not you. When necessary conditions, things, the thought arise. That is the nature of it is. And even you will never experience any new thought. All the thoughts that you have today, somewhere else somebody, in the history that they had. And today you can go, and eat well, and take a seat and start to think, and nobody never thought anything, oh, this kind of things. And then write it down. Okay? and go to and Google that. You will find hundred. Even the books about that. Huh? Then how you know? Then when the thoughts come to you, how you think, oh, this is my thought, I have an idea. Huh? And sometimes even people don't like to share, it becomes so personal. No, it is my idea. No, no, it's not like that. Don't cling to that. And the fifth one is consciousness. Even the consciousness, don't clinging to the consciousness. Whatever that in your mind, and as a views, as mental views, as a self view that you see today, and it come to your mind according to the necessary conditions, things there. When that conditions things disappear, that view also going to disappear. That consciousness also disappear. How you know that? Look at your own life and your childhood time. What is the consciousness that you had? Regarding your toys, dollhouse, and all the other, little things that you had around you, and teddy bear. You thought it is a kind of like, the life, and it has a life, and you used to take care and giving clothes, and when you eat, you try to feed to that also. That is not bad. That is not our conversation. You should do like that, and children should do like that too, because that is where the compassion, sharing, they connecting with the nature, and like that, and you get connecting with the day. You should have, when you are as a child, you should have that. But here today as an elder, you have to recognize what happened to that consciousness. When you became young, that consciousness disappeared. Then you start to think in a different way. The way you became a big boy, big girl, you start to throw your own little things, even other people say this is belong to, no, I don't want to throw it. Why? Where the change arises? Because, your mind changed. And today you think this is good, this is nice, this is beautiful. Tomorrow you say, no, I don't want it. That is why everywhere you go, all these material things, the consumer products, it's a very important. It's a very important thing to protect the customer. What is the role? Return policy. Return policy. But in our mind, do we have any kind of flexibility like that? Once you hold a view, is there any return policy inside it? No return policy. If you like, you go crazy about it. So then remember, no, things not like that. Things can change. And once you recognize yourself and you become more flexible with the world, and also other person change their views, you not become upset. When other people change their promise, you not become upset. That is the beauty of the knowledge. Why most of time other people become so upset, when it come to the friendship or the relationship, because when sometimes when it change the decisions, we don't have flexibility sometimes, we cannot discuss about something, we not give a space for other people's ideas. Why? Because we take the consciousness as permanent. And sometimes people say, if I tell something, I do it. Don't become like that character. Because you can, according to the necessary conditions, things today, you can make a promise. But who knows, this condition is going to be tomorrow the same. it can be different, you know. So then what will happen? And you can tell to someone, okay, I will come tomorrow, and maybe there is something else coming. It's more important. And then you say, I cannot come today. And then the person get mad. Oh, you told me yesterday you come today. But the things can change. You have to accept it. But if you don't accept that truth and struggling and get upset and have the pain, that is what the because of the ignorance, life becomes suffering. Because you misunderstand the truth. By things always changing, but you don't recognize that. So that is why the Buddha mentioned. Buddha's all the teachings, show you that your consciousness is changed. So then, don't label your consciousness as you. Don't mention it. And sometimes, whenever you have time, see this prisoners. Sometimes, their stories. They do certain things. And they say, later they become worried about it. Oh, I did that time. I don't know why I did it. And so today it is a different consciousness. But the thing is this, we not allow to accept it ourselves. And we think, no, you did that, you are like that person. We are pushing the society to repeat the same thing again and again and again. We not give a chance. We're not giving a chance. And so remember, in a family, someone tell you, lie for one time. You can make the person a truthful person, or you have power to make him a liar. And if you appreciate the next day, you ask tell me the truth. Then the person tell the truth. Even he tell the lie. If you tell, I believe you telling the truth, the next day he will give the truth. But if you telling lie, even he give the truth. If you telling lie, the next day you going to receive the lie. So then remember, you have power to change, the world, because we don't use it. What we use, we labelize our consciousness and we label others. That is why the world become like this. But the Buddha's teaching take you to a place according to the necessary conditions, things. In that very moment you recognize it, and when the conditions change, you will see people's ideas change. So don't clinging to even the ideas. So don't clinging to even the whatever you understand. Even sometimes the sutras, you understand today something, and when you go to the second time, you get the something else more than that. So even when you practice the meditation, don't clinging to your own experience. The next day when you practice with the empty mind, you go more deeper. But if you clinging to your own experience, what will happen? You cannot go anywhere. You are not allowed to grow yourself. That is the mistake we do. So then remember, these are the 5 things that as a Buddha's teaching, all this Tripitaka, all the sutras, everything, this is what the Buddha was trying to tell you. But if someone come to you and telling to clinging to the forms and clinging to the feelings, clinging to the perceptions, clinging to the mental formations and clinging to the consciousness. If anything, any teaching try to take you to that level, remember, that is nothing to do with the Buddha's teaching. Because the Buddha was trying to rescue you from these five things, not to clinging to that five things. So then yourself, experience the bliss inside you when you are not clinging to these five things inside you. That is the world that you carry with you. And that is why I told you, do a exercise just to be neutral for a moment. Don't do anything. Even don't think anything. Sound come, let it come. Other people to shout, let them to shout. Other people dance, let them to dance. Other people cry, let them to cry. And just little bit observe the drama, then you will see. How things change. Then it's it's some. And you feel, the bliss. That is, and when I learned this, I tell you my personal experience. Because the Dharma we always, use as our life. So I have two brothers, two sisters. They are not monks. They just have ordinary life. And one person called today and telling, oh, he's like that, he did this, he did that, he told this, that, Okay. And then, other person called next day and telling, did you hear, he told this, she told that, I said, okay, good. And after few days, I called mother and asked how everybody. They both went to this and I asked them now how is the problem? No, there is no problem. Huh? So, but at that moment, if I take one side and start to talk to other person something, and then it's something else. But in that very moment, to keep silence is not easy. But they don't recognize. They ask me, why you don't call them and because they don't see the change. And that very moment they think that is the permanent. But later it's changed. So I see the change. So that is why I don't let it be there a little bit. And how hard it is, very difficult sometimes, but I know it's change. Situations change. So don't personalize it, don't personally hold. Just let it be more, and then you will see. That is why when you hear as a Dhamma sound, don't try to argue, don't try to take, don't try to edit it. There is nothing to edit. Accept it and go for that. That is where you save your energy, your time. That is where you become more wise. So, is there any question, please?
Thank you, Venerable Shanta. One question. I listened to a monk do a Dharma talk, and he said he was describing, greed, hatred, and delusion. And he said, for example, you might have pain in your body, and in that moment, you may have a craving for that pain to go away. And in my mind, I'm thinking that's like greed. I want it to go away. But when I meditate, I experience that as aversion, because I'm pushing the pain away in my mind. Is there a correct answer as to pain when it's perceived as greed or aversion? Can they be both, or does it make sense what I'm asking? Or?
Yeah, the thing that That's right. Sometimes we clinging. The greed can clinging to like feelings.
Mm.
We feel, we clinging to the feelings.
Mm.
So that is a part of the greed.
Mm.
So the greed is come with this all the five things with the forms. You clinging to the forms, that also greed, and you clinging to the uh, feelings, that also part of the greed, and you clinging to the perception, that also part of the greed, and you clinging to the mental formation, that also part of the greed, and you clinging to the consciousness, that is the complete greed. When you, so that is a part of the greed,
Okay.
because you clinging to the senses, you have an idea about, oh, this is bad and this is good.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
What is the main objective of meditation? Like what are we trying to fulfill with meditation?
This is the thing, that meditation is it's a development of the mind. Okay, so the you develop the mind to highest level of your consciousness. That is the purpose of the Buddhist meditation. Okay, so to do that, there are many ways you can put as mental object. Okay, so as mental object here, you can take anything from outside, but the thing is this: when you take certain thing from the outside, you cannot develop the complete consciousness, because it's always then whatever the experience you get, it depending from the object also. Okay, as example, you take a flower to practice meditation, so then whatever the knowledge you get depending according to the flower. So when the flower disappear one day, and maybe you cannot do anything. So the thing is here, the most important thing is the self. So you get self objective to observe yourself. So what are the self objectives? The life beginning with the breathing. So if there is no breath, there is no self. If there is no breath, no life. Agree? Okay. So then you take the breathing as the mental object. Okay. You observe the nature of the breathing, and when you recognize the nature of the breathing, naturally you will recognize the nature of the life. Why? Because the life happening out of the breathing. Understand?
Yeah.
So then, when you recognize the nature of the breathing, you recognize the nature of the life. When you recognize the nature of your life, okay, as a human, and you can recognize the nature of other human beings. Understand?
Yeah.
So that is how that mental object become universal conscious.
So by focusing on the breath.
So there are some other things like observing the pain, observing the mind, observing the nature. That also you can go. Like as example, the self related with the pain also. This is my pain. This is my pain. Pain arise from the body. You label pain as you. Okay? So when you observe the pain, you recognize the pain arise. It not because of you. It arises according to the necessary conditions things. And that is why you have a headache, and you go to pharmacy and you take Tylenol, and it say all the information about your headache. But how you hold it as person, this is my headache, I have this headache for 5 years now, you hold it. But when you observe the pain, you recognize it is nothing to do with you. It is according to necessary conditions, things it arise. And then someone else come to you and tell, I have a headache. And then you tell, you don't have a headache. There is a conditions to have the feel the headache. When that conditions disappear, it doesn't matter one person, 2 people or anywhere. It doesn't matter American, British or Asian. When the condition disappear, that headache should disappear. So Tylenol, what that it does? It take the conditions out. That is why any person take it. Even you go anywhere all around the world, or even you go to the moon, take the Tylenol and go. And if there is a headache, you take and it disappears. What it does? It take out the conditions. So observing pain also, you can get into that consciousness. Another thing is observing the mind. The mind also you take as you. So the thought arise not because of you. It also arise according to the necessary conditions thing. That is why marketing people know how to make you happy. So how they know about you? It's nothing to do with you. They study the human being, nature of the human. So another thing is observing the nature. Also dharma. Also then you recognize. These are the, in Buddhism, these are the most effective meditation objects that we take.
So nature, the mind, and the breath.
Breath and the pain.
And the pain.
Yeah.
I got one more question. What can you explain the higher self? Is there a higher self?
See, that is the thing. What you recognize as self, because when you come to the if the pain is not yours, okay, if the mind is not yours, if this the nature, that means the body is not yours, how you can find something as self? When there is no self, how you can mention the higher self? No, it is nothing to do. There is no self. That is why when you take out all the clinging to the 5 things that we talked today, all the forms, all the pain, all the perception, and all the mental formations, and all the consciousness. When you take out all the 5 things away, there is no self. When there is no self, there is no higher or lower.
So is meditation, is the objective is to eliminate the self?
It's eliminating, because it takes you to certain level to recognize how this is happening according to the conditions things.
So in other words, if you're not your mind,
No.
or your thoughts,
No.
your feelings.
No, as example, are you your mind?
I can't answer that question.
No. Why you cannot answer? It is you. Look, that is why I am telling. Look, 10 years back, what the mind you had, not today.
You say it's changed. It's constantly
It's
changing.
changed. Okay, it's changed. You know that. It's changed. You know that. Then how you can tell today, this is me, this is my mind? Because it's going to change today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, when you eliminate the self, does that what does that really mean? Like does that mean that you become?
No, there's nobody to become.
So you're nothing. Or?
Nothing. That's the thing. Because you're nothing. As example, as a child you was there that time.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to that child? Where is that child today?
Mm-hmm.
Where? Where that child today? Inside you?
I don't know.
No, it's not inside you. All head to toes, all the organs now today different. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
After another 10 years, it's going to be completely different. Head to toes, it's just it's not. You don't need very sharp and big knowledge to understand this. Within another 10 years, head to toes, your entire body going to change. Huh?
Right.
So then what will happen to you today?
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Huh?
So in other words, you're saying that we're constantly changing.
Yeah.
And
it is not mine. I am telling.
No, yeah. What you're teaching, yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for answering my questions.
So that's why you have to have a clear mind to understand, to see it yourself. With the busy mind, you will not see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why with the meditation, you make sharp your mind to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you recognize it. Huh?
Well, one more question. You were talking about there is a right way to meditate in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so the right way of meditation was the way you described it, by focusing on your breath, focusing on nature, observing your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and observing your consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
right? And those are the 4 or 5 things that you need to focus on for proper meditation, right?
Proper meditation to attain to the enlightenment.
Okay.
Because that is the purpose. If you want to become a rich person, like people do this kind of like motivation meditation, that thing. No, this is not for that. It is, you have to go find something for because they tell this is a wrong meditation. That is a wrong meditation for their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
For us, that is wrong meditation for our purpose. So that is why before you sit, you have to see what you want to practice meditation. Huh? So according to that, you have to find the right technique.
I see.
Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, we do loving kindness meditation for a moment ourselves. Palms together and repeat after me. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipatya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranamha Paribunjisami Idamme Punyang Asavakaya Vaham Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamucchatu. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life, and finally may you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Please say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.